A little jet sweep to start the drive. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Yeah, he'll fight for a couple as the tackle is made at about the 32. Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. They'll try and run the option to pick it up. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. And that'll go for a gain of 18 on the keeper. First down. And this, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that. And here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game. And all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
Hands it off out of the gun. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They go play action with Hurts. And his throw is incomplete.
The quarterback got away with one there. Looked like he was in line for a pick, but instead is knocked harmlessly to the turf.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Hurts. And he finds McLaurin. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 29-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Throwing is Hurts. It's a slant to Hill. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Now Hurts on the option right. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on first down quickly negated. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's complete, right around the 8. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Now on 4th and inches, they're going to want to talk this over. We get a timeout. Just their first in this half. We'll step aside and come right back. The sneak, it's Hurts. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, 1st and goal. It'll be Hurts on the option. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. Here's a give up the middle. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Steelers get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. And that caps off what was really a balanced opening drive for them, Charles. They work in the rushing game and the aerial attack, and they end it with a touchdown.
Strong in so many ways, wasn't it, partner? Their ability to throw it and run it and accomplish their goal, they've got to like the way that they started this ball game.
It's caught, and it's 8-0. Interesting. I mean, their kicker's fine, but they just opt to be aggressive and go for two, and they get it.
Does that not remind you of Mike Tomlin of a few seasons ago? Remember that when he started out the season, just this spate of going for two all the time and really making people understand, we're going to be aggressive, we're going to come after you? That felt like that Mike Tomlin coaching the team again.
Didn't he do that when they initially moved the extra point back a little bit?
He certainly did. Started to play a little analytics there and also let people know, I feel really confident with my offense on the field.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. They go play action with Jackson. And a big gain that time. He's out of bounds on what will be the final play of this first quarter. One quarter down, 8-0 the score. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. James. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
On that play, it was the defensive front that won the battle. They out-leveraged the offensive line, got into the backfield, and held him to no gain.
Now Jackson on 2nd down. He's got Allen. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Willie Lanier. And the Steelers will take over here at their own 14-yard line.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw something away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away? It could cost them a ball game.
And he is going to lose yardage here. Safety Ronnie Lott diagnosed that perfectly. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. There's a quick slant, and he's got Terry McLaurin. And he will not get what he needed as he stops short of the 1st down at around the 22. They're going on 4th down with Hurts. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout. That's their 2nd, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this 2nd quarter. We'll be right back. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Now a carry for Allen. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Ray Lewis up from his linebacker spot to make the play. 8-0 our score with 2 minutes left in the 2nd quarter. Here's 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. Quick hitter here. It's complete. Touchdown. C.J. Uzomah. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Dolphins have cut the lead back down to 2. So they get their tight end away from the line to the outside, and he works his way in for 6.
Tight ends are not just blockers anymore. I don't know how many more times we need examples, but here's a great one. Gets to the outside, they give him the ball pretty quickly, and they trust him to get those extra yards, and boy, did he come through, bowling his way into the end zone after the nice catch.
kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
As this offense gets ready here for this drive, Charles, you still wonder about that prior drive. Went for it on 4th down in their own territory, didn't get it, and then that led to a touchdown on the other side.
And I don't mind the aggressiveness. In fact, I'm usually a huge fan of it, but I just want teams to always weigh risk and reward. To me, too early in this game because the reward just wasn't big enough to go for it there in case they failed. Now the pressure back on their offense to pick themselves up, and they gave the touchdown that was just given up.
And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Hurts going to keep it again. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the 1st down. They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the 1st half. So a bold call, but this drive will forge on. 1st and 10 after the 4th down conversion. Play action. Here's Hurts. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Dolphins are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line. Well, his arm strength never an issue, but this one winds up in the wrong hands.
Oh, the coverage here is just terrific because when it's done really well, sometimes you can't distinguish whether it's the receiver or the defensive back the ball's intended for. He actually ran with him in perfect motion and able to make a big-time play.
And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this 1st half of play. 1st half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Dolphins down on the scoreboard, but they'll have it first as we get going in this third quarter.
This is going to be returned from middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter three.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They go play action now. Jackson, he'll buy some, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Cameron Jordan able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Play action. Now Jackson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Trying to get their tight end involved finally. That's the first time that they've looked his way. He's kind of been a forgotten man in this offensive scheme.
Yeah, it didn't look his way at all in the first half, and I'll bet you the offense coordinator made a note at the half and said, let's get him involved because he could be a big-time playmaker for us.
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. And he's got the hook up for the first time with Herman Moore. They wind up getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's 4th down.
But I think that we all figured when he caught it that short of the marker that the defense almost relaxed and said, we got this covered. And then all of a sudden, space to run after the catch. And now they're screaming, somebody get him down. Fortunately, they got to him and forced the 4th down.
And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the 1st down. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
That 4th down decision, unconventional but effective, and they indeed come up now with a 1st and 10, a fresh set of downs.
And the play goes nowhere, losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Shaquille Leonard in there to blow that play up. So after a rare misstep on this drive, they'll try to make amends on 2nd and 15. Here's Jackson to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Moore. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 45-yard line. To throw is Jackson. And this is incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jackson, he'll set up the screen to Marcus Allen. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line.
Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the 1st.
To throw again is Jackson. And that is incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
4th down, here's Jackson. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. And he will have a Dolphins 1st down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Jackson now. Allen here on the screen.
And they're going to move it down inside the 25.
So the scoring dried up here in the 3rd. Nothing that quarter for either side. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Jackson will throw again. And he's he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. A field goal try would be almost 50 yards from this spot. So what can they do to get closer now on third down? Looking for Green, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Amani Oruwariye. And the Steelers are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. So that, a definite deflator there on the interception.
Yeah, you work your way down the field, thinking you're in position for a go-ahead score. But all it takes is one errant throw, and this one winds up a turnover.
And he'll be out right at the 35. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. They go play action with Hurts. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll get it out to midfield. They'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line, and I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We got control of this thing. Get it behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. No, he didn't spike it. He faked it. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Ty Law. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. Well, I mean, both offenses have clearly struggled throughout, so kind of fitting that it's another big defensive play that yields points here in the late going.
Yeah, really, both of these defenses have been up to the task throughout this game, and we haven't seen much in terms of offensive creativity or results. And there, not only does the defense force it,
and he's going to go down. Can't get rid of it, so a sack on the 2-point try.
I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for 2, and they did.
Oh, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone, keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. Solid footwork, but not able to get a whole lot. Brought down shy of the 10. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. From the 9, here's 2nd and 9. Hurts. Finding Kelsey. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 20. Back to throw. Steps away. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can. Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
That's taken in by Knox. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now a timeout called for by the offense, as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Back to throw. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Hold it ready.
He's back to throw. He's got his target. It's the tight end, Knox. And in for the Steelers touchdown. Dawson Knox, 38 yards. And the Steelers have taken a fourth-quarter lead. What a game this has been, and what a drive that was, Charles, to take the lead here late in the fourth quarter.
And partner, that's a job well done by everyone, from the players to the guys calling the plays. And if I may introduce just one downside to the mix, might be a little bit too much time left. Enough on the clock for a final last-ditch effort to try and steal this one away.
Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. Fields it right around the goal line. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. Here's Jackson. On a huge mistake late, it's intercepted. Brian Dawkins, the safety, with a pick. And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football. On first down, they'll go with the ground attack. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And they'll get him down right around the 16. 3 yards on the keeper, and it's fourth down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to get the lead up to 4. The kick by Crosby is good, and high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. Pulls it in at the 13. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. This offense returning out there, and really, you remember the last drive, Charles, it was over before it even began. They threw the interception on the very first play.
And what that means is for all these guys, it's been a while since they've been out there going full speed, so they've got to get everyone back out there, run a couple of your go-to plays, make sure you get your offense oiled up a little bit. They've got to be able to start fast, but they've got to be efficient as well.
Especially the quarterback. Now one final throw here is incomplete, and that is how this one will come to an end. A fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on